everybody, I'm Mike, and this is my Emancipation series. I'm filming this right after the first one, and I still haven't got a name for it. So, the goal of this series is to try to free as many damsels and hired help as you can, and have them live as long as you can. So, I mean, you want to, bring the damsel to the end of the level. You want to have hired help with you for as long as you can have hired help with you, which generally isn't long because the hired help AI is generally pretty suicidal, but, you keep it with you for as long as you can. Some of the other parameters are you have to get every damsel on every level as long as you can. You have to make the strongest concerted effort that you can to do that. Barring not having the resources to do so, you absolutely have to. So if I've got enough bombs to be able to get a damsel that's behind a wall, I have to go get him. Or her, or it. Also, I've kind of made the call that I am going to be not aggroing the shopkeepers, because aggroing the shopkeepers gets your damsel or hired help killed almost immediately. So they have to be bought, so there is no aggroing of shopkeepers for any reason in this series, which is difficult because that is one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to get items in this game, really. And oops, come on. Let's get the Matic here. That'll ensure that we can get out of here. So yeah, no killing shopkeepers, because that will get your damsel or your hired help killed. So essentially, we have to make as much money as we can. And that means that when we go into the black market, that, sometimes we'll have to buy the freedom of both a damsel in a kissing booth and a hired help. And that means that we won't be able to afford to buy the Ankh, and we won't be able to steal it. So that is definitely a challenge. So, yeah, that's kind of how we're going to be doing things. It's definitely a challenge, at least in my opinion. And I think it's kind of an interesting idea. Got my Van Helsing character here because he kind of looks a little bit like Abraham Lincoln. I thought it was Lincoln in the beginning, but yeah, that's just why I got him. I think it's a neat little ad. For the Emancipation series. Go. In a lot of ways, these are also, score runs, because you have to get as much money as you can to be able to afford to pay for the freedom of your hired help, or to be able to buy your damsel from the kissing booth, which is generally not something that I do. A lot of the time, I will just pass right by them, because there isn't a big value proposition for me in doing either of those things. Usually, generally, oh no. I was trying to avoid doing that. Generally, kissing booths are not the way I go. Because that's a lot of money to get 1 health. Unless you're really, really desperate for that 1 health. And hired help just generally isn't very helpful. So, that's usually something that I skip out on. Actually, hired help can downright be a detriment, so... Go through here. You know what, we're gonna deal with you with that. Okay. I'm gonna put you right there for right now, Doug, because I still have to get the key and get it to the Jedi. Let's make ourselves some sort of path back up if we can. If we did that, yeah, that should give us a path back up. Yeah, and we can totally get back up to Doug, and we shouldn't have to use any resources doing that. Grab that, destroy that. Have we got the Ujat Eye over here? Doesn't appear to be the... Oh, yeah, right here. So we'll destroy that. Come back here, get the key. I know in a lot of ways that this doesn't seem like... It's definitely a more mellow run than you would ordinarily get if I were, I don't know, say, on a high school run, or specifically going for trying to beat Yamo or something like that, because it just seems, I don't know, more tame in a lot of ways, but... oh, that's not something I wanted to do. But it's... Believe me, it's going to be a lot more challenging than it appears to be right off the hop. Also, I'm not being... I'm never going to be able to get a Kapala in this series. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's just going to be harder, because I'll have to do it via sacrificing shopkeepers and yetis and whatnot, because I won't be able to do it sacrificing damsels, which is usually my main source of favor with Kali, let's say. Okay, more ropes. Let's get through here and grab this. Is it possible to get there without much trouble? Oh, okay. I see a black market. We go in there with a shade over 60,000. Which hopefully means that I will be able to free a damsel. But I mean, there's no guarantee. I mean, if there is both hired help and a kissing booth, which there usually... Yeah, there's a kissing booth right off the hop. Let's see if we can get some extra cash here. Okay. Okay, so they're both on the top floor. Jump across here. Voxel, if you would kindly... I can... maybe... Okay. Finally, if you could kindly follow me without being a derp and dying, I would appreciate that more. We're really close to being able to buy the arm. Oh no. Well, let's hope Doug has some good sense and stays away from... Okay, well, clearly hired help did not have the good sense to stay away from the shopkeepers. This is going to be an interesting go of it. Okay, well, I have definitely procced the Ankh. Oh, yeah. The ghost is coming that way. That was probably not the best way to go, in retrospect. Okay, well, Doug's still alive, so I've got to make the attempt. Voxel didn't make it, but Doug did. So we're still good. Unfortunately, we have lost our friend Voxel, but I mean, we kind of figured that that was going to be the case at least once, but probably more often than that even. So from here on out it's going to be a little more difficult because we're going to have to deal with shopkeepers as well. So the compass is telling us that we got to go this way. No! I misplayed that. All right, well that ends our second Emancipation run. If you like, feel free to go ahead and leave a thumbs up in the good old thumbs up box. If you haven't subscribed and you feel like that's something that you want to do, feel free to do that. If you have any positive or negative feedback, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I'd really like to know what you guys think about this series. If you want to join me on Facebook, Steam, or Twitter, you can do that by clicking on one of the links in the description down below and bring you right to where you need to go. But I've been Mike, and you've been you, and this has been what I'm tentatively calling the Emancipation series. I'm going to film or record a couple of, a few episodes in a row, and when I have some sort of name, I'll let you guys know. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!